Hi everyone, we are here today at Reuters Events Pharma 2024 in Barcelona. I am here with Stefan Woxström, SVP Europe and Canada at AstraZeneca. Welcome, Stefan.
Thank you very much. Happy to be here.
Yeah, thanks so much for joining us. So I'm going to get straight into it with a broad question. It'd be great if we could start off, if you could talk to some of the big challenges that you see Europe facing today.
Oh, well, Europe is facing many challenges. It's in healthcare, but it's also from economy, right? So let's start with the economy. I mean, Europe GDP, share of global GDP is actually shrinking. US is still on a high level, and we used to be at the level of US just 15 years ago. Now it's going towards 20 and even below 20% share, and it's projected to be by the end of the century at around 10%. So economy is really, I would say, not growing at the pace of the rest of the world, which is one aspect. The other aspect is actually, if you look at chronic disease, it's growing rapidly in Europe. Aging population, increasing population, you got climate change, and on top of that, you got pressure, fiscal pressure on healthcare systems, which makes chronic disease becoming a big issue on top of that. So yes, there are challenges definitely in Europe.
Brilliant. And building on that, what is AstraZeneca doing to overcome some of those? You mentioned economy, you mentioned climate change. I guess what is?
Yeah. First of all, when it comes to economy, it's interesting. If you haven't read it yet, you need to read the article around the 11 granolas. It's an article that actually those play the same role for Europe as the Magnificent Sevens are playing for US. So leading the growth is actually 11 companies in Europe. They're leading the growth in Europe. 6 out of those 11 are pharma companies. So the question is, what can pharma do? And there's a lot we can do. We can help the healthcare system to be more preventive, to go earlier, detect, identify patients earlier, making sure they got the right diagnosis, and also get on to the right treatment in time. There's something we're very good at, on top of bringing new innovation, of course, in new medicines. But that's something we can contribute with and support with.
Thank you. And being a bit more industry specific now, and it'd be great if you could talk to some of the challenges that we're seeing around that the life science industry is facing.
Yeah, I mean, life science is facing, I think, some challenges. If you start with first the incentives, which is very important. I mean, research and development has been going down in Europe. Actually, research and development investments in Europe has gone down with 25% in the last 20 years. So how can we reverse that trend? Well, one thing is to make sure the right incentives are in place. The new EU legislation is actually looking at reducing it, which sounds very strange when they need to probably, to be more competitive, they need to increase it. But I think they want to bring quick access for all medicines, generics to market, while they need to look at how we get new advancements in therapies that's going to come with cell therapy, gene therapy, and provide the right landscape for that for the future. This is what it needs to focus on, and I think they're starting to get it. Hopefully they will get there. That's going to be critical for us.
I have so many questions that I want to go into, but I know we got time. Looking to the future, what are your hopes for the future of healthcare?
First of all, we need to collaborate, find collaborations between private, public partnerships to address chronic disease, identify patients early, get them on treatment. There are several examples of companies doing that. AstraZeneca have great projects doing exactly these things. Just very quickly, one thing I want to just highlight, which serves as a good example. In Scotland, we worked in Glasgow, and we could reduce waiting time for an echocardiogram for heart failure patients from 12 months to 4 weeks. Just think about what access we can bring quicker to patients, but also more and broader access. These kind of initiatives needs to happen for patients to be served quicker. Yes.
That's an impressive time reduction. And last question, your key message for attendees here at Pharma 2024, do you have one?
Absolutely. Well, first of all, the thing we need to focus on is, of course, bring new medical medicines to patients very quickly. New advancements in innovation there in science is very important. But equally, we need to focus on the healthcare systems and how we can improve the healthcare system and future-proof them for whatever comes in the future. That's going to be critically important. Focus on that as well.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Stefan.
Thank you very much.